And we're back with another vlog. Y'all, I'm so hungry and I'm so tired, and it's Saturday and we're about to do some work. I did do some resting earlier today, so this is like a restful work day that I'm about to have, and I'm taking you along for the ride because you're about to see what it's like being a founder, creating a new product, what all goes into the creative process. I just titled myself the Chief Creative Director today because I wanted to. So you will see what me, the Chief Creative Director, does for the Very Good Paper Company. I'm really wearing all the hats right now. So, we get to create everything, direct everything, produce everything, all the things, all the things. Anyways, I'm gonna make me something to eat first. Um, I did my like Saturday reset, not even reset, but like rest routine. This isn't really like this is the active rest because this is rest for me. So I went on a super long walk with my weighted vest. If you don't have a weighted vest, you should probably get one, okay? And then I went to the sauna and then I just like laid around and read, and now it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work-ish, like stuff that's fun work. So it's not like heavily intense, but I am gonna show y'all like creating the new product that I'm producing for the Very Good Paper Company. And so I'm super excited about that. Um I'm not using this is my little workspace area. I don't know if I said this in the last vlog, but I live in a studio. Cool, whatever. This is my little workspace area. So, we'll be getting to it. These are all the journals I'll be using. Technically, I have outlined some of basically the journal that we're creating. Oh, it's a journal. Spoiler. It's gonna be a journal, baby. But anyways, before we can actually sit down and be productive, we need to make something to eat because I am actually really hungry. I'm waiting for my pan to heat up. But while we do, let's have a little chat. I'm just gonna make some eggs and some ground beef. Y'all, I eat really high protein, and a lot of my meals are very, very, very simplistic. Trust me, you do not want to see what I eat in a day. You don't. It's really not interesting. And I literally eat the same thing every day, except Saturdays and Sundays. I do add a little variety on the weekend, girl. I'm also on a little weight loss journey right now. Anyways, really not the point. Um, I'm on a sprint right now, like on in a sprint season right now. And I'm saying this because I think a lot of times when I used to watch people who were building a business or like building something, and maybe not even necessarily watch them like actively build or truly like follow their process, I would hear people talking about like, oh, I'm in a sprint season, or like, you know, disappear for 90 days, 6 months, whatever, yada, yada. The pan getting hot really fast, girl. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Hold on. The pan might be hot. I gotta cook these eggs. Okay. Lunch is ready. This is the food. I don't know if you can see it. Eggs and ground beef, blueberries, a muffin I probably shouldn't be eating because honestly, I really should stick to being gluten free, but I really wanted a muffin. This is from Whole Foods. It's a zucchini muffin. Actually, it's pretty good. Hot sauce, duh. If y'all want to see like a what I eat in a day, please let me know because I'm happy to show it, but also like you see how basic this meal is, girl, but it's gonna get you right. It's going to get you right. But I'm very much in a sprint season of my life right now, and it's just very interesting because I've heard people talk about like, oh, have like a sprint season of life, like where you just really put your head down, do the work, blah blah blah. I have literally tried to force myself into that that season doing that before, and it did not work. Never try to force yourself into a season. Like you're going to fail. If you're going towards something, if you have a goal in mind or a version of yourself in mind that you want to become or something you want to build or something you want to do, and you are constantly going towards it or trying to go towards it, striving for it, but it is not working and you're failing and nothing that you're doing is like helpful, stop. Just literally stop. And I wish that's what somebody would have told me like years ago, because I've definitely tried to like push myself into a sprint season where I'm just really putting my head down, doing the work, building, whether it's myself, whether it's my mindset, whether it's, a business, whatever. And it just never went as planned. I ended up always feeling like a lot of shame and just a lot of guilt and a whole bunch of other things. But this is the season of life I am in now. And it's just interesting to be here because I have tried to be here before. So I know, like, being in it, I can't wait to see the other side, because being in it, I can see what was before. And yeah, I don't really know. There wasn't too much in that, but my life is extremely regimented right now, and I have always wanted to, like, be very regimented in life for many reasons, and like just have more discipline and like systems and things in my life, and I just could never do it. And not that I say I couldn't do it, because I that's not for a lack of trying, that's not for a lack of effort, that's not for a lack of planning, learning, like a whole lot of things. Um, but I'm like finally here where I am just head down, do not distract me. I'm not letting anyone, anything, any place, nothing, girl. I'm not letting anything distract me. And like the forward momentum and the forward movement that I'm seeing on a daily basis, thank God, literally, thank God, because I would not be here without God. Um, but if I don't remind myself, like, what I came out of, the like constant effort, the constant trying, the constant striving that I came out of to be here, where like I'm not saying like I'm not putting in any effort. Baby, we putting in a lot of effort. And but at the same time, like, what where I'm at now in this season of like sprint of just putting my head down, doing the work, like literally, I don't have time to talk to you if it's not about something that's going to move the needle forward. I quite literally don't have time for it. I have a 9 to 5 job. I go to Pilates, that's a job in and of itself. And then I have my business. That's a literal job too. Like, I got 3 jobs, baby. I got 3 jobs. Like, please don't think you're about to get any of this time if you're not helping me not have 3 jobs. Literally. But anyways, I'm just really proud of myself, and I'm just really tired, like, all the time. Anyways, let's eat this food because it's getting cold and I really want to. It's like 3 o'clock. Yeah, okay, it's 3 o'clock. I am setting the goal to like be done working by 5 o'clock, because honestly, I don't like doing too much work on Saturdays. Saturdays are my rest days, definitively. But I'll see y'all in a second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're not even gonna get into it. Um, lip gloss first. Lip gloss first. Good lord. Where's my emotional support water? Y'all, I don't know. Maybe this is a sign I really shouldn't do any sort of work on Saturdays. We'll see how this goes. Cool. I just had like 17 minutes of disaster, but that's okay. We're getting into it. So as I kind of mentioned, also, let me preface this with, I'm the founder of the Very Good Paper Company. I'm the everything right now. But I am the founder of the Very Good Paper Company, which is a faith-based stationery company, for those who want to believe again, for those who want to believe again, for those who are ready to deepen their relationship with God, strengthen their relationship with God. Right now, we have 2 products, and I love those products. We have 2 card decks. One is a prayer deck, specifically, it's only prayers, and it's called 2 Minute Prayers, and I absolutely love that deck. That's not our best selling deck, is okay, but it's is mainly for those who want to deepen their prayer life, deepen their relationship with God. I would even say like just deepen your conversations with God, because that's all prayer is, a conversation. And like, to me, and I know in my own upbringing and my life story, like when people talk about prayers, it's such a formal thing, such a like formality. Baby, me and God be chatting all day, every day, okay? AKA I be praying all day, every day. And like if that's what you start to if that's how you start to view prayer, like I'm telling you, your prayer life is going to deepen. your relationship with God is going to deepen, because if God is your daddy, why are you so formal? Unless you really like formal family structures, personally, I'd rather not. Y'all, the amount of like just tech issues I'm having right now, we're pressing through. We're pressing through. Um the mic died. Honestly, it's my own fault. I really should be charging these things after I film, and I didn't do that last week after I filmed. But if you want to learn more about my products, let me know. I'll do a whole separate video on my business and why I started a faith-based stationery company in another video, because that's honestly all I was talking about in that last clip. But so as I kind of teased and mentioned earlier, our next product launch, and if you're watching this, it might have already launched, so check the description. But if it hasn't launched, still check the description. Go follow us on Instagram so you can watch out for the launch and be, the first to purchase. But it's going to be a journal. It's called the Glory to Glory Journal. And specifically, I'm creating this journal because I've talked to so many women at this point. This is for women. If you're a man, you can use it too, but it is designed for women. It's going to be very pretty, okay? Y'all, literally, I'm over it. I'm over filming, honestly. I haven't even done any work. What? What do you mean? I'm sure you're wondering too. Dijana, what do you mean? What do you mean you haven't done any work? I haven't done any work. Anyways, we're getting to it. Let me just let y'all know what the journal is about really quick, because I do want to give you some insight. But specifically, like I said, the journal is called Glory to Glory. And okay, I don't know how to make my camera like move by itself, but so that's a little sneak peek on basically what the journal is going to be about. So you can go back and pause that little short clip. And right now I'm going to design the pages. But I specifically created this journal because I talked to so many women who, one, already use some of our products, the cards, the card decks, but then also women who don't use the card decks, and learning like where they're at in their relationship with God, where they're wanting to go, things like that. And, the struggles that they were having. One of the things that I heard so many people saying was like, they want to go deeper with God, but like they don't know how. And they are trying to have a relationship, but like they also kind of just feel like there's a lot of things that they should be doing but aren't doing. They know God has like placed a big calling on their life, and they want to answer that call and do what God is calling them to do, but like they kind of just don't know how. They basically just don't know how, girl. And when I like heard those things, I was like, yeah, like completely relate, because honestly that used to be me. And more specifically, one of the things that like was more unsaid than said was they want God to be God, but like they're still trying to be them. And if you want God to be God in your life, you got to step aside, baby. If you truly want to go glory to glory, this journal is called Glory to Glory because it literally embodies like, when you answer God's call, God is going to take you from glory to glory. As you deepen your relationship with God, He is going to take you from glory to glory. And glory to glory just meaning success to success, from blessing to blessing, from height to height, higher and higher. And I'm a person who like, I'm really big on leveling up, and glory to glory is literally just level up. Like that's all it is. And not that that's all it is, but leveling up is literally just allowing God to take you from glory to glory, literally. But so this journal is going to be a tool to help you, one, allow God to be God and for you to step aside. But not only that, just a daily check-in so that you can truly answer that call and have a grounding point as God begins to grow your capacity and expand you. Because personally me, I always knew I was meant to be big, and like not big in size, but I always knew I was meant to be big. And I always knew that there was a big calling on my life. Even when I was very young, I knew, baby, I knew I was big. Like I said, not big in size, but I guess just like big in energy, big in aura, big in presence. Like I know I have a grand presence. I know I am powerful. And I always knew that. And it hasn't been until now at 33 years old. Girl, we're gonna skip some months because we are not 33 yet. Oh my gosh. But it's not until now at 32 years old that I am truly accepting and walking in the grandness that God has called me to. And so if you have ever felt like, I know there's a big calling on my life, I know there's something great I'm supposed to do, but like I just don't know how to do it, I just don't know how to walk in that identity, girl, go to the description right now, right now, right now. And like I said, what the journal will either have been launched at the time of the posting of this video, or so you can purchase it right now, or you can just go follow us on Instagram so you can learn when you can purchase it. But if it wasn't for God showing me how to go from glory to glory, how to allow God to be God in my life, and for there to be less of me and more of him, in the journal, y'all, I'm so excited about this. In the journal, there's a challenge that God walked me through. It's literally called Less of Me, More of You. It is so powerful, so powerful. Like, you won't not go from glory to glory. I don't know if that's proper grammar, but you cannot stay the same. You cannot not grow in God. You cannot not allow God to take you from glory to glory. It is a 90-day, will be a 90-day journal. This challenge that God walked me through, which is a big part of this journal, is 90 days. But like this challenge where God really taught me, and not just this challenge, because it's not a one-time event either. Like it's a constant daily choosing into, but like when God had me do this the first time, less of me, more of you, and you being him, less of me, more of God. But when God had me do this the first time, baby, my life changed. You watching the representation of the first iteration of me doing less of me, more of you. The afterwork, the aftermath. Y'all, I gotta stop talking though and just do some work really quick. Let me design these pages. I'm gonna try to show you some of what the inside's gonna look like. What a day. What a last hour. It hasn't even been all day. What a last hour. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of seeing the little insides of the Glory to Glory journal. We're going to get that online tomorrow, and then from there it's going to be in production. Someone asked me the other day what my creation process was, or what my like creative process was. And listen, I am still one of those creatives who's a little messy and kind of all over the place, but also not, because like the foundation of my creative process is God. And specifically in this business, the Very Good Paper Company, I don't be doing nothing, girl. I don't be doing nothing. God be doing everything. So that's my creation process. Now, I will say, specifically for this journal, and even the decks that I already have, I marinated on those things. The everyday deck, those are all prompts, prayers, affirmation that God gave me, I've used throughout my life over the last few years. That's been marinating, baby. That's been marinating. That's how I know they're good. That's how I know they're deep. That's how I know they're powerful, period. But even the 2-minute prayers, specifically that deck, that idea was given to me months before I ever did anything with it. Months before that. And so again, even this journal, I've been marinating on it for a few months now. And not this exact journal, just the idea of a journal is what I've been marinating on. I've been asking God, I've been talking to God. I've been in communion, aka communication, aka prayer with God, aka deepening my relationship every day. And he be speaking, period, and I be listening. And then I take action, and like I've been taking other actions, and as I've taken other actions, I've allowed those other actions to also fuel and bring to life this journal, this new journal that we're going to be launching, that has launched. So that's the creation process. When you make God of your life, when you let God lead your life, when you let God be God in your life, quickly he gonna transform things. That's a whole nother subject. Anyways, that's my creative process. I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure that you are subscribed. Comment if you think, if you got commentary on the outline. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to continue sharing behind the scenes of being a founder, building a multi-million-dollar stationery brand. I'm going to continue chatting with the girls, baby, over there on Girl Talk. So even if you subscribe just to watch Girl Talk, I don't even blame you, girl, because we be chit-chatting over there. We'll be getting into it, okay? But comment, like, and subscribe, and I love you. God loves you more. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.